Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you for watching my videos. I really deeply appreciate it. Now look, if you've seen any of my videos at all, you've probably figured out at this point that I love good revolvers. I mean, I really love great revolvers too. And I have an opportunity to show you this one, which is in brushed stainless, so it's really pretty and shiny. And this one is a no dash Smith & Wesson Model 686. That's right, it's a 686 no dash. Now what that means is when you look at the serial number, there's no dash after it. It'll say Model 686, but there's nothing after that, because as they change these and upgrade them or just alter the model in some fashion, Smith & Wesson adds a dash and then a number. So there's 686-1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. And this is a .357 Magnum revolver with a 6-inch barrel. The 686 comes in a number of barrel lengths. The longest one that I'm aware of is the 6-inch, which makes it really accurate and just tons of fun to shoot and a great gun to hunt with. Now, on a personal basis, as much as I love the brushed stainless revolvers, now shiny and beautiful they are, I would never carry one for a duty pistol or for self-defense, and I would never hunt with one, primarily because the darn thing shines all over the place and it catches the attention of just about everything and everybody you don't want it to catch the attention of. So I'm not a big fan of shiny guns for self-defense and hunting, but for something to take to the range and go shoot and enjoy, these things are beautiful when they're pretty like this and nice and shined up, and this one really, really is. Now, there's a couple of things you need to know about the 686 and the 586 as well, which is the blue steel version of this, is that the 686 no dash and -1 had a recall, voluntary recall from Smith & Wesson a while back. And if you, I assume they're still doing it, but I mean, if they're for a while, if you sent them the gun, they would make the change in it for free, because there were some serious problems with the lockup on those revolvers. And I don't know the particulars about it, but I do know that when you're looking at a 686 no dash or -1, you want to look inside, kind of right where the crane is as you open up the cylinder. And you open up the cylinder, you can look right inside here and you'll see that there's a serial number, and underneath that it'll say Model 686, and in the middle between the two is typically where they'll stamp a great big M. And it's very clear to see. And if you see that M in there, that means the gun has been repaired through that recall. If you send it back, it's totally on them. They'll send you a box and you can box it up and ship it to them. They'll fix it and send it back to you. It costs you absolutely nothing. And as far as I know, they'll still do it even at the date of this video. So if you happen to see one that doesn't have that M on it and you choose to send it in to get it fixed, then it's not going to cost you anything, and that way you know the revolver is safe and it's going to work properly. Now, it just so happens with this one that this one does not have the M, which means this revolver has not yet been sent back to Smith & Wesson for that modification to make sure that it's 100% safe. Now, it belongs to a friend of mine, and he shoots it at the range all the time. This is one of his, as he said, this is my baby when he lent it to me. And he really loves shooting it. And so that if it, there is the old adage, if it works, don't fix it. He's never had any trouble with it, and it runs just fine. Now, as far as the modifications on these, or the changes in these revolvers as the time has gone by, this is the original model, the no dash, and then after that there was the -1 and -2 and so on. And eventually they got to the point where some things changed. On this particular original model, the no dash, and many of the models after that, you see the hammer actually has a firing pin on it. Now later on, they installed the transfer bar technology where the firing pin is no longer on the hammer. The firing pin is in the frame and it's struck by the hammer, and that's a safer piece of technology. At least most people think so. But the ones that have the firing pin actually attached to the hammer seem to be very desirable for people. I have some that are and some that aren't, and I've discovered they all shoot really, really well. Now, the other thing you'll notice with the older Smith & Wessons is they don't have the locking system that the new Smith & Wessons put up there, the politically correct locking system that comes with the key, and you can put the key in the little hole and lock it up. And you can see in the picture there that we've gotten another revolver that's a newer revolver, so you can see where that's located on a Smith & Wesson revolver, and you can kind of see what it is. You asked my personal opinion on it. You didn't, but if you did, I would say that's just there to make states like California happy, and it really doesn't have any meaningful function. If it were me, I'd make sure it's completely unlocked and lose the key. But that's just me, and no, that's not legal advice, because I'm not an attorney, so I'm not giving you any advice. There you go. There's the disclaimer that goes along with my show. These revolvers are so much fun to shoot in 38 Special because they're the L frame. Now the K frame would 357 Magnum would be the Model 66 in stainless. And those are a lighter frame, a little lighter to carry around. And then there's the N frame revolvers. Those are the ones that are pretty big and beefy and very heavy to carry around, but they're a joy to shoot in just about anything because they weigh so much. But when you're carrying them for duty use or hunting or defensive use, they can weigh you down after a while. And then you have this frame, this L frame in the middle. This is not as light as the K frame, not as heavy as the N frame, but it's still a very strong and stoutly framed revolver, so you don't have any mechanical issues from a steady diet of 357 Magnums. When they first made the K frame 357 Magnum, the Model 66, they started having some serious problems with it if it was fired with full charged 357 Magnums over long extended periods of time. And then they made some adjustments to them to make sure that they could handle the pressure. But it's because the frame was lighter. This frame is very heavy, and so this gun is going to be able to withstand that steady diet of 357 Magnums. You'll also find that because the heavier frame has all the extra weight, it's just a much more comfortable gun to shoot with 357 Magnum loads in it. Now this does not have the original grips on it, but my buddy does have the original grips that came with the pistol. He's got them, set aside. He just likes the Packmeyer grips, and so for the guns he shoots a lot, he changes out those grips. Anyway, there's the Model 686. They started making them in 1980, and they still make them today. One of my favorite parts about them is you can select when you buy one new, if you wish, to have a 6-shot cylinder or a 7-shot cylinder. Maybe that would fool the guy in the movies. You fire your 6 shots, he thinks you're done, and you get him with the 7th one. I don't know. But anyway, if you like the extra shot, that's pretty cool. And I've seen a lot of them this way, or that way. This one has the 6-shot cylinder only, and it's a matter of choice, I suppose. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my videos. I do love these old revolvers. If you do too, or you have one of these, or an example of an older no-dash revolver, then please comment in the comment section and let us know. We'd like to know what you have too. I'm really grateful that you watch my channel. If it wasn't for you, our channel wouldn't be growing. And if you've been watching the subscriber count and the view counts, it's growing like a weed, and I'm really, really grateful. It's all because of you. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. That way we'll let you know about new videos when they come out, and you can check out the old ones as well. We got a bunch of them there. And if you haven't already joined the National Rifle Association and you like gun videos and you're not a member, you need to be. So I'm going to make it really easy for you to do that by putting a link right here. It'll save you some money. It'll take you to a little spot on our website where you can join the NRA, and it'll save you a little bit of money when you do it. See, we went and got you a deal. How about that? And then you'll be part of the largest Second Amendment organization in the country. And then if you have a gun like this, or any kind of gun that you use for home defense, or you carry it like I do, I carry a gun every day, there's a chance that if you ever use it, you might find yourself in jail, and you might very well find yourself being sued into oblivion. I use a service that protects me called Second Call Defense. We use it in our family because we really like it, and because they really do some cool stuff, like providing money for a bail bondsman to bail me out of jail, sending money for a retainer for an attorney. And they do that in the beginning, unlike insurance, which only reimburses you if you actually defend yourself successfully. And you can go darn broke doing that. So if you'd like to check out Second Call Defense, I've got a link right here for you to do that as well. Please check them out. There's a spot in our website so you can do that. You might find that it's a service you'd like to use for your family. It is the one that we've chosen for ours, which is why I'm recommending it. Thank you again for watching my videos. Have a wonderful week, and please be safe.